Good morning to all. Good morning, students. Today I will explain about the characteristics of embedded system. Here, five characteristics we are taken: application and domain specific, reactive and real time, operations in harsh environment, distributed power concerns. Okay. So here, first characteristic is the application and domain specific. Whenever you are taking application and domain specific, so we can design the application circuits. So based on the embedded system, in embedded system mostly we are using the microcontrollers. Why we are choosing the microcontrollers means, so microcontrollers it have the contain the CPU included with the fixed amount of the RAM, ROM, peripheral devices, serial ports, parallel ports. Okay. For domain specific, you are taking that particular microcontroller. Suppose you are taking the 8051. So the 8051 is the 8-bit microcontroller. It is the 40-pin IC. So it have the 128 bytes of RAM, 64 kilobytes of ROM. Okay, like that. Depend on application, you are taking the 8051 microcontroller. For that application, it's enough for the 8051. Suppose we can take the traffic light signal. Suppose if you are taking the four routes. So other three routes is red signal. One route is given the green signal. Green signal means the vehicle ready to start to move that route. So whenever you hear the green signal is goes to yellow signal, that means you have to stop. That means the vehicle should be stopped slowly. So then it goes to red signal means they will stop that location. So it will give the another route. It appear the yellow signal. So that means it indicates the ready to start. Then whenever it appear the green signal, that route itself it will start the vehicle to move that route. That means so consider four routes. That is one route itself. First route itself they are waiting. Second route itself it appear the green signal. The vehicle is ready to start to go that route. Okay. So like that real time you can implement. Suppose I can take the suppose you can take the suppose for level measuring. Okay, in industry for that application we have to take the ARM7 processor. Because why we have to choose the ARM processor means, if you are taking the 8051, so it have the RAM, ROM, and also peripheral devices, serial port, parallel ports also is there. But whenever we need to interface with the to signal processing, that time we require the ADC and DAC. Whenever we are taking the ARM7 processor, there itself we have the two 10-bit ADC, one 8-bit DAC is there, ARM7. So that's why choosing the ARM processor in industry to measure the level. Okay, so to measuring the level in level of the tank itself, we are inserting that inductive type transducer or capacitive type transducer. So whenever you are putting it in tank capacitive type transducer, so it measures the level of the water and give the signal to the microcontroller. Okay, so that means capacitive type transducer means whenever increasing the water level, so that time it has the two fixed plates when it variable the area. So like that it measures the level. That means the formula is the C equal to epsilon A by D. A means area of the plates, D means area of the volume, D means distance of the plates. So epsilon means permittivity. So like that using that formula we can calculate the level. So that value is given to the ARM processor. Input of the ARM processor, the ARM processor will receive the already I said two 10-bit ADC is there. The ADC what it do? It receive the analog signal and it convert the digital signal. What is the function of ADC? To convert the analog into digital. So because the ARM processor cannot understand the analog signal, it should be required the digital signal only. So not only ARM processor, if you are taking the 8086, 8051, AVR, PIC microcontroller, this and all not understand the digital signal. That microcontrollers require some interface device. Okay, ADC, DAC. But ARM processor have the input of the ADC and DAC. So with the help of the ADC, it convert the analog into digital. The digital data is given to the ARM microcontroller, ARM processor. It processes the signal and given to the output. So output it is given to the LED display. We can observe the level of the water. So it is 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, we can observe the like that. But industry should be maintained some certain of the water level. Suppose we can take the 60 centimeters water level. 60 centimeters water level. So it maintains the 60 centimeters water level. So that is the, so here we are observing the just temperature. Here we are observing the level of the water tank. Suppose we are taken in industry to maintain the temperature value 50 degrees C. So that time in system we have the PID controller software in instrumentation side. In instrumentation side we are choosing the PID controller. PID full form means proportional integral derivative controller. So with the help of the PID software, so the PID controller will take the action to maintain the set point 50 degrees C. How it maintains the 50 degrees C means, so whenever the boiling of the water, so the temperature is increasing or decreasing. So with the help of the inlet and outlet waters is there. So whenever you are taking the inlet water is flowing the in tank. So that is the temperature sensor will detect the temperature value and given to the output, that is controller. So controller will compare the actual value and measured value. So then it generates some error signal that is given to the feedback of the input. So that means the controller means PID controller. It can find out the error signal to rectify the touch signal. That means the main function is to maintain the set point. So like that it maintain the set point. Suppose it was taken 50 degrees C. Suppose the temperature value reaches above 50 degrees C above. So that means that time the water inlet valves will open. The flow of the water is inlet is flow. So if it is decreasing the temperature. So decreasing the temperature means it should be stop the inlet water. So like that it maintain the temperature value. So it is the application and domain specific one of the characteristics. So next reactive and real time. So reactive and real time means, so whenever you are given the input signal, output it will respond. So how much it reacts, reactive will appear. So suppose if you are taking the mobile phones, so whenever you are pressing the message you need to give the message to some person or friend. Okay, input you are pressing the message box. So how much time it is taken, how much time it is responded, like that. So that means input is proportional to output. So then real time application means, so we can take the real time application, that is, so we can take the washing machine, microwave oven, air conditioner, this and all. So this and all real time application. Microwave oven means whenever you need to heat the milk or heat the water. So that means it take the some time. That means whenever you are heating the milk, so automatically it will find the milk is heated, automatically the fire will be off. So that is the real time application. Next, operation in harsh environment. So that means, so in environmental parameters will be changed. For high temperature itself also embedded system application circuit will be work. That means if you are taking the temperature measurement in industries, so there itself the high temperatures is there. So we can't go and see to measure the temperature. Okay, we can't go and see the temperature value with the help of the pyrometers. Pyrometers again two types is there: optical pyrometer, radiation pyrometer. To measure the temperature and give the output is given to the application circuit. In application circuit contain ARM processor. So ARM processor doesn't require any interface device, ADC, DAC and all, because it have the input of the RAM, ROM, peripheral devices, serial ports, parallel ports, ADC, DAC. So the ADC will receive the data. So it convert the analog into digital form. The digital data is given to the microcontroller. It processes the signal that is given to the output. We can observe in LED display or we can observe in system display. Okay, that means we can take the web page. The output is the web page. We can observe the temperature value. Okay, next one is the distributed. So we can take the home appliances. In home appliances means many devices is distributed. It is connected one application circuit. So I need to control the motor. That means I want to give the to give the signal, switch on the motor or switch off the motor. Whenever water is over, that time I will give the switch on the motor. The level of the water is in tank itself. Water is full. That time it give the again signal to the web based. That means we are choosing the Wi-Fi based. Okay, that means GPS technology. Based on the GPS technology, we can know the water level tank is filled. So we have to stop the motor. So whenever you are taking the level of the water tank, if 100% is there means I will maintain the 90% only. If 100% reaches means it will take the some amount of the time. So that means water flow will be occurred. I need to stop the that motor through web based. And also home security purpose, I can fix the camera in home, so I can observe who are entered in the house, who are went to the outside of the house. So that means not only observing persons, if any theft is happened, who went to home, who is taken. That means who is theft, like that we can find it. Like that we can give the security of the system. We can give the security. So next one is the power consumption. So whenever you are choosing the microcontrollers, so choosing the in embedded system microcontrollers means it occupies the power consumption is less. That means it requires the only 5 volts power supply. So this it have the internally the peripheral devices, RAM, ROM, this and all requires only less amount of the power only. But we are taking the microprocessor, it requires the additional peripheral devices, that means RAM, ROM, serial ports, parallel ports, PPI, programmable peripheral interface, 8255, 8257. This and all require each one require the power supply. That means power consumption is more based on microprocessor. That's why in embedded system is power consumption is important factor to consume the less power. So if already existing application is there, we need to implement the application to overcome the drawbacks. That means to reduce the power consumption. Thank you. I will continue on next class. Next class is the I will explain the next topic on next class. Next class itself I will explain about the topics are quality attributes of embedded system, operational quality attributes, non-operational quality attributes. So these topics I will cover in next class. I will explain about these topics. Thank you.